Hey everyone. Sorry for not. Let me just do a bunch of sorries and disclaimers. I don't feel good at all. I'm actually waiting to get into the doctor's office, hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get in today for a COVID test because I cannot even go. I can't, I'm not in any shape to go back to work today anyway, but I may end up missing the whole weekend because they won't allow me to go back to work even when I start feeling good unless I have a negative COVID test. So I'm kind of stuck right now, hoping that I can get that out of the way today. I don't believe I have COVID. I do have COVID symptoms, but I think I'm okay. I've had COVID before, and this doesn't feel like that. Like when I got it the first time, it was hella noticeable. Like I was like, oh my god, this is something different. This is like something is seriously wrong with me within the first couple days of having symptoms. And so I don't think that's what it is, but please forgive me for not being as upbeat or sounding like I do, because I can't hardly breathe through my nose. My throat's a little sore. Overall, my stomach has just been hurting, so ugh is what I can say about that. And I do apologize for smoking on camera, but I'm just gonna do it. Other disclaimers: my content is certainly not made for kids. I do cuss in my videos, so if you have any little ones around, please watch something else for now and come back, because I would absolutely love to have you here. So to get into today's video, and I just wanted to go ahead and put this on up and out there because I know a lot of people are going to be covering this, like a lot. And I do think it's important to talk about, but for several different reasons. So if you haven't seen Jordan and Cheyenne is a family vlogger, YouTuber, and I don't talk about family vloggers very often. I know, back at the beginning of my channel, I talked about my feelings on the Dad Challenge podcast and how he was covering these things, and I was one of the people kind of on the fence. I felt like what he was talking about was important. I did not like the way he was going about it, and I have found myself watching his content a lot more often because I do think that the things that he's discussing are very important, and I've definitely learned a lot from his channel. So if you haven't seen any of this, Jordan Cheyenne, like I said, is a family vlogger. She's a single mom with her I believe he's 7 or 8-year-old son. And she had posted a video yesterday. The point of the video was oh, we got a new puppy, but what ended up happening was the puppy got sick. The puppy was diagnosed with parvo, and as you know, or if you know, parvo is hella scary. It's deadly. For puppies to get parvo, they don't always have the best chance of living, and it's extremely scary and heartbreaking. And so her and her son were aware of this and were obviously very emotional. But she uploads this video, and she didn't edit out at the very end where she's trying to capture a thumbnail. And so her and her son are in the car crying over this puppy and what's going on. And then you see her telling him, okay, come here real quick. And again, they're both crying, they're both emotional, and I don't question that that's a genuine emotion, but they're both crying, and she's like, come here, we need to take this YouTube picture, or the picture for the video, and look sad, look like you're crying. And he's like, Mom, I am crying. And it's just, when I first heard about this, I actually watched the Dad Challenge podcast interview. So she came onto his channel and he talked to her about it. And watching that interview, I had a few feelings, and I'm just going to be completely honest about how I felt about it. One thing that kind of stood out to me personally was that she kept making the comment that, for her son's sake, if you had clips of this video, please take it down. You know, she didn't want it to be out there. And I was like, okay, you know, yes, partially because it makes her look bad, but, like, yeah, I can see that, like, whatever. I didn't really hold it against her. And for the record, she's not typically problematic, like most family vloggers or other YouTubers. This is, like, her first cancellation and a scandal or whatever. But, you know, I felt more understanding and forgiving towards her. And, you know, she made a commitment to kind of take Christian off of her YouTube channel, which is her son. And I was like, you know what, that's what's up. She talked about it. She came to Josh's channel, which is something I don't see any other family vloggers doing. Not many. But right afterwards, I saw the clip that people were talking about. And I'm not gonna lie, it was rough. Like, it was bad. You know, her son is just bawling, and she's like, pretend to be sad. He's like, I am sad, I am crying. He's hysterical. And all I could think was, how could anyone record that? So, this isn't just against Jordan. I feel like Jordan's getting the heat for it. And I'm not saying she wasn't wrong. Obviously, she was wrong. But I feel like she's catching all the heat for all the family vloggers. Because we know that they all do shit like this. We just never see it. And I think her interview, I really think everyone should go watch that. I'll link it. Whether you like her or not, whether you like family vloggers or not, but however you stand on this and however you feel about it, I think it's only fair to kind of give it a listen and a watch. Because I do feel like she was very forthcoming, open, and honest about how it's very easy to fall into it. That it's not always the intention of, oh, I'm going to get rich off my kids. It's just, you know, oh, I'm being authentic and I'm sharing everything. And the next thing you know, years down the road, you are used to sharing everything, and it is your source of income, and those things clash, and you do get carried away, and you don't realize it until something like this happens. So I think it's important to see her perspective, and I don't think, again, that she's a very problematic person. I think she has a very genuine love for her kid, and I do think that this was something that just kind of took over, and I hope that she's genuine, and I believe she is, in saying that now, no matter what, you know, no matter how she has to make money or whatever, it's just not worth having her son in the videos. So I feel like Jordan, in particular, is really catching a lot from everyone for what we should be upset with all family vloggers for doing. They all do this. The exaggerated thumbnails, exploiting your kids' emotions, like, this is how I look at it, in my opinion. If we were going through something like that, I'm a single mom, I have a daughter instead of a boy, but I'm in a similar situation. If something like that happened, I would never even think to record my daughter in that moment, to record us in that moment. And that doesn't mean that you can't share everything. You can still share with your audience what happened that day. But you don't have to have your kid in it, and you don't have to have your kid upset and crying in it. And that's really the thing that's hard to watch. She could have not filmed it yesterday. She could have just jumped on and been like, listen, our puppy has, you know, we were excited to show this puppy to you. Puppy's been diagnosed with parvo. I'll keep you updated, but we're not going to be online right now. We're not going to be recording right now. And then later, you know, with whatever happens, oh, and there's my kid. Hello, beautiful.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were recording.
It's okay, I'm recording.
Oh. Hello.
Yes. I need your opinion on something.
Sure.
So, my daughter's going to come in here, and I'm going to explain it to her real quick, and then we're going to come back and I'll ask her a question and see how she thinks of it. Well, I changed locations, so, I was going to get my daughter's thoughts and opinions, and she was kind of caught off guard. So, perfect example of what you do when your child doesn't want to be on camera. you just don't put them on camera. So, but she did say that she thinks it's absolutely disgusting, and she didn't like the idea of forcing a kid that's crying and upset to be on camera and do a thumbnail.
That's just messed up.
Sorry, she's over here though. Do. Excuse the absolute mess. I'm just real and raw. Okay, this video is taking quite the turn. Matter of fact, let me scoot. Hold tight one more time. Alright, sorry. I had to pull it back together. I got distracted. But overall, I think most of us can agree that these things can be handled so differently. So, if it were my kid, who is sitting right there, you can't see her, but hand.
Hey,
alright. But I would deal with the situation first and then come on later. And I'm not even going to go as far as to say, like, she shouldn't have her kid with her on camera when she comes back. If they're calm and emotionally together at that point in time, sure, fine. I personally wouldn't. I think I would just explain it myself alone on camera. But the reality is this is something that this happens with all the family vloggers. And she's just the one that got caught and exposed for it. So, as far as the hate in the videos and all that being shared around about her, I don't think that needs to be the focus. Yes, she's the one that did it. Yes, we can talk about the fact that she's the one that did it. But I think it's just an overall, let's understand that this is something that all these family vloggers do. Go look at their titles and their thumbnails and the clickbait and the bullshit. Kids are being exploited all the time, and their emotions are being exploited all the time. And it's just not right. Again, you can be raw and real and honest, and you can share everything without sharing everything. You can say, we had a really emotional day today. This is what happened, without having to show your child bawling and upset and you trying to parent them and comfort them. And then, again, the thumbnail thing was just ridiculous, but that is what happens. It's what they all do. So I think I kind of stand in between on this. I don't feel like Jordan deserves all the heat that she is getting, because I feel like yes, she did the thing, but also this is something that everyone does, and I think we need to look at it as a whole instead of just focusing in on her. Does she deserve criticism? Sure. Does she deserve hate and the horrible shit being thrown away? No. As far as the video clips, because again, when watching her interview, I noticed that was a real big focus, was just like, I want this clip gone. And I understand that. Do I think that it should be taken down from everyone else's videos? It's kind of hard, because she recorded it. She did put it out there. Yes, people screen recorded it and snatched it before she got it off the internet. I feel like I personally, like I said, I watched her interview and I felt one way, and then I saw the clip and I was like, oh God, this really was really bad. So I think it is important to see it. However, I do think that if we are going to sit here and make videos criticizing these people for exploiting, let's try that again, exploiting their kids and kids' emotions, then we should not be resharing this kid bawling and having his mother, hey, come here, let's do the picture for the video. Are we any better if we're sharing that clip? Like, it still affects the child. So please, all bullshit aside, if you're another tea channel, drama channel, commentary channel, anything, if you have this clip in your video, I get it. I get that it makes a huge impact showing the audience this is what happened, because it's terrible. It's a terrible video. But I think, just as we're telling family vloggers, hey, you can talk about this and explain it and not have to show it, we can do the same. So please, if you see my video, think about that. Consider taking that clip down, because at the end of the day, it's this 8-year-old boy who is going to be hurt by it in the long run. Not her, not all family vloggers. Just, we can talk about it. We don't have to show it. So, I know this is not the most put together video. Definitely some distractions, but I hope that you get the overall idea of how I feel about it, and maybe we could talk about it in the comment section. Would you like to say goodbye?
Bye.
Hold on.
Oh, my hands.
Hold on. You want to make a thumbnail? Okay, I don't have thumbnails. I mean, I don't make my thumbnails. It just, YouTube does the thing. It just.
Roach.
Oh. Okay. Well, she says bye.
E.
All right. We love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.
You can't reach.
Bunny ears. Bye.
Wee.